Hey guys, it's sidereal, and I'm back in Destiny 2 with the new Festival of the Lost expansion. I don't know if you just saw that, but my ship just appeared. I don't know why, but yeah. So I just want to go over some of the new items in Festival of the Lost 2019. So yeah, let's get straight into it. As you can tell, the tower is nice and spooky. So the first thing we're going to be going through is Eververse. Of course, most of it's monetized because, well, why? I don't know. Why not? They got to make some money. So the main thing that's kind of being featured around is like from Eververse and stuff is the skeletal armor. Now the skeletal armor is really cool because it looks like a skeleton, but you may think, well, that doesn't kind of look like a human skeleton. Lots of these are actually like skeletons of enemies in the game. So like if you go here, this one kind of looks like a Cabal skeleton. And I'm not too sure about what this one is supposed to be. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to know, but it looks really cool. Anyways, he's kind of glow in the dark as well, but not like as much as other sets of armor. And if you look closer, it's kind of like just an older piece of armor that has like a new effect on it. So nothing like really new. It's glowy. So yeah, that is available in the Eververse with silver and also bright dust. It's gonna take 6,000 bright dust, which is quite a lot. So if you have some saved up, I would recommend getting it. It's pretty cool and they glow. So and we also have here is another set of armor. I believe this is from like last year, 2018 Festival of the Lost. It's another armor set. I believe it's a unique armor set. The helmet's pretty cool, so if you want to get it, go ahead. It's 40% off right now, so if you want to save some money or some silver, uh, I'd recommend getting it if you're interested in it. But if you have the choice, I'd probably go for the skeletal. And here's also some of the masks. So we have the Omnigold mask, which I got. It's actually really cool. You can get it with Bright Dust right now. There's a Jack-o'-lantern mask, which is pretty cool. I think it kind of glows. From the picture, it looks like it glows, but yeah. And here's the Glitter Ball mask. This one's kind of the least impressive in my opinion because it's a ghost shell. And here's the final mask. Here we go. And I believe this one's from a previous year, if I'm not mistaken. And here's a actually pretty cool weapon ornament for fighting lion. This is a cool ornament. I don't know if it's exclusive to this year or if it's old or anything. So yeah, it's really cool looking. So if you want to get a cool ornament for fighting lion, I guess Festival of Lost has something for you. Here's the tombstone ornament. Pretty cool effect, but I don't see how Guardians would really use that. Like, it's just not really useful. Here's a spooky ornament. Not ornament, emote. There we go. That really got me there, as you could tell. Here is a not really spooky emote. I believe this one's exclusive as well. Yeah. It's a guitar. As you see, there's another set of armor. I believe that's a thrall. Pretty cool. And that's for the warlock. And so there's like a skeletal theme with everything, and as you can tell, the ghost shell that's here kind of has like a robotic skeleton theme. I don't know really what to call it, but it kind of glows. As you can tell, like the new armors and stuff, it looks like they just kind of glow, but it's not really anything dramatic. Here's another ghost shell. This is actually probably the one of my favorite ones out of here. There's two I like real in particular, but I love at Festival of the Lost ghost shells lots of the time because like they look homemade, like Halloween costume. And as you can see here, kind of looks like a bat. It looks like there's cardboard googly eyes and some taped on wings. It's awesome. If you're able to, definitely get that one. It's pretty cool. And here's my another one. I think this one and the previous one are the coolest ones this year. It's the Jacko shell. It's like a jack-o'-lantern. It has one eye. It's pretty cool though, and it glows. And the thing I thought is kind of cool is you can actually use ornaments on it. most of them look kind of weird because, well, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen a chromed out pumpkin like that in forever or ever, in fact. So yeah, it's pretty cool, but some of them look kind of gross. Like this one just looks like a rotting pumpkin that's been left out for a little bit too long. Yeah. So these two are my favorite out of all of them. So yeah. And here is another one. I believe this one's an older one. It's kind of like a eyeball. Yeah, it's not too interesting, at least in my opinion. And here's another one. It's like a cat. It's cool. You can see the cardboard inspiration there. And it's a pretty cool one, but I prefer the bat one. And I know this is an old one if I'm not mistaken. This is like a Frankenstein ghost shell, so it looks like it's kind of been welded together, and it's like a whole bunch of different colors, and you can put shaders on it. It looks pretty cool. This is probably the coolest one out of the older ones, at least in my opinion. It just because, well, it kind of goes for like the Frankenstein look, and also there's effects on it. Now, the vehicles, like the sparrows this year, are actually awesome. Like the broomstick here. So, if you're not familiar with Destiny 1 Rise of Iron Festival of the Lost, they had a broomstick that you could use only for Festival of the Lost that you could pick up in the tower. It was super cool, and everyone got to live out their Harry Potter days. So, it's finally returning, and it looks like you can actually keep it forever now. So yeah, it's a really cool sparrow, and yeah, I'd recommend getting it if you are a Harry Potter fan or you like just riding broomsticks around with a little seat on it. And here's another pretty cool one. This is the John Deere tractor, but if a emo person painted it and wanted a skull on it. So, as you can tell, it's kind of like a reskin, but it has the Cabal Beast thing on it, the skull, and it has some spikes here, like and you can see in gold there's kind of like a skeleton on it. A pretty cool reskin and retool. Here is a returning vehicle, Sparrow. This is one that was actually available last year. It's pretty cool. I gotta say this is the one of my favorites because I've had it for a very long time and it just looks really cool. So yeah, here's one. I'm not too sure if this is brand new or not, but this one actually kind of looks like a Pteranodon skeleton. So yeah, it's kind of cool, but there's some others that are pretty, um, like I guess better in a sense, and I'd rather put silver towards others or bright dust. Here's the infected seeker. Now this ship would go well with an outbreak prime because it kind of looks like Siva's infecting it, or something of the sort. It's a pretty nice ship. I'm not too sure if it's brand new or not, but out of the ships, this is probably the coolest one in my opinion. And we have this ship. I'm not sure if this is an old one or a new one, but not the biggest fan. It looks like someone put a tarp over a ship and covered up a massive hole in the front that somehow got cut off. Yeah. Not the most interesting thing, for me at least, but if you like it, power to you. Here's some more emotes. And here's another emote. I believe they added like 2 dances this year, so still waiting for the thriller to come back. And here's another one. Yeah, never mind. I think it was just 2 dances. Not 2 dances. One. I'm not too sure. Well, it's one or the other. Yeah. So, and we have a whole bunch of projections. Out of all of them, the one I'd probably go for is this one because, well, there's your boy Crota and his dad Oryx behind him. And since we killed his entire family, and we're probably next DLC we're gonna kill his cousins, we might as well have some sort of a memory of him. Here's some more, and then we got some transmat effects. Nothing too interesting, although this one's kind of cool. And for test, we have a few options right now. We have one of the emotes, We have 2 of the ghost shells and the, in my opinion, worst looking ship. We have 1 of the sparrows, the older sparrow, and we have Omnigul mask. So I got the Omnigul mask. It's pretty cool. And then we have some transmat effects and that type of stuff. So that's pretty much it for Eververse. But Evo Levante has some stuff. So you're going to be going to her for your bounties and stuff like that. And you're going to be able to get masks from her. So you have a few new masks, such as an Acolyte. Pretty cool and pretty creepy. Those teeth are pretty spooky. We have a Goblin mask. This one's pretty cool. I'd love to see these in real life. I hope that Bungie releases like a papercraft version. There's a Mithrax mask. This one's really impressive. And we have a Callus mask. So yeah, from certain angles, because how yellow it is, it does look like a Pringles chip. But yeah. So if you ever wanted to be Callus, or something like that, I guess there you go. And we finally have the Drifter mask. I don't know why, but we have it. Out of all of them, I think it's strange that the Drifter is the most expensive. I'd probably put like Mithrax at most expensive. And of course, the scariest mask of them all, Raoul. Those eyes are terrifying. That smirk of his is when he decrypts your exotic engram and gives you a rare. So yeah, and finally, from Evo Levante, we have the new like weapon that you can get. So this is the Braytech Werewolf. It's pretty cool. It has that skeletal theme to it, where it kind of looks like, well, a skeleton of a gun, something like that. And as you can kind of see, it does have like an effect on it, and it kind of glows. Yeah. I wish it was brighter, because like with lots of these shaders, it's really hard to see, or you barely see it at all. I wish it was a lot brighter, just because, well, I don't know, you barely can see it, or like shaders affected the colors, like change them like from blue to red, something like that, because, well, it's just hard to see. But I guess you'll have to play around with this and find what works best. It's a pretty cool gun. Yeah, there's 2 versions. There's the like Triumph version, and then that's going to be, I guess, like a Pinnacle version. It has Masterwork and everything. And then there's the Random Roll, which you can get for a cheaper price, but you have to get the Pinnacle one, I believe, first, or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty much it for Festival of the Lost. There's not anything new other than the decorations that have been added, which I really enjoy. I think it looks a lot more spookier than previous years. And I'm just going to show an Easter egg here. The really spooky things are you can actually see engrams over the place, and obviously they are all the engrams that Raoul has stolen out of people's vaults or scammed people for. So he's just kind of displaying them right now, as you can see, exotic engram here. And yeah, you can jump up on this tree, and there's like platforms and stuff, and you can get Chocolate Strange coins at the very top here, and some candy for free. And there's a cat up here, so you can take some epic screenshots with a cat. So yeah, I would say this Festival of the Lost is pretty good. Once again, we have the Haunted Forest. It's darker and more spookier this time, so if you didn't like it last time, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much this time, because kind of the same. And yeah, it's just darker basically, and has a few more decorations. Nothing too new. And yeah, but if you like getting into the Halloween spirit and wearing a mask and grinding for a gun that you're not going to use ever after, yeah, I'd recommend playing it. And also, as you can see, the vaults have been boarded up, and this is the new VPN service the tower is offering. It is cobwebs and boards. Now people can't steal your information. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I have my friends' channels in the description. Check them out if you like. Well, Yaboy BoB. He keeps on changing his name. If you want to know, you should comment to him why. And Redstar, he has some streams available quite often. So yeah, bye.